Hey guys, I'm Mo back again. Welcome to day 8 in the life of the OnePlus 10 Pro. On this day, I woke up at about 7:55 a.m., went for a little drive in the morning, then played some Pokemon Go, then went back to my desk, have this desktop laying around my house for like the last 10 years that I haven't used. Took out the hard drive, tried to back up all my data, and whatever's left on this shell, I feel kind of guilty throwing it away, so I just posted on Facebook for someone to come by and take it. Luckily, people responded pretty quickly. Now it's one less junk that I have in the house. I know I can probably build a computer or just buy a new hard drive, slap it in, reformat it, and make a new computer. But it's kind of a lot of work. Spend a lot of time in research. I had unlimited time and willpower in the world. I can probably find a way to make use of it. But at least now, hopefully it's in a nice home. And I have one less junk laying around the house. So here's a photo shot on the OnePlus 10T. This desktop served me well 10 years ago, but now I've been using it as a chair, a leg rest, and other purposes other than a computer. And I feel like laptops are more useful these days. My Asus laptop is pretty powerful, so I never really use this desktop anymore. But it's been a good ride. In the afternoon, had some salad for lunch. Here's a few photos shot on the OnePlus 10T. Once again, not that great, but just trying to show you guys different photos on the OnePlus 10T camera. Sometimes the best camera is the camera that's available, although it is nice to have the pixel camera. It's not going to be accessible to everyone. Speaking of the pixel camera, I'm not sure any of you guys are experiencing the glass shattering in the back. I've been reading a lot more reports about that recently. Still a developing story. It did not happen to me when I had the Pixel and the Pixel 7 Pro, but I'm hearing that more and more people are experiencing that. We'll keep an eye out on that story. Pretty sure if there's enough complaints to the point that it's alarming, hopefully Google will get involved. But for now, Google haven't made any official statement on it yet. But we shall see. It's always concerning when you pay so much for a phone and all of a sudden is shattering on its own. But anyways, Tuesday is another rainy day. Here's a video shot from my window. By 12:50, my phone was at 51%. Didn't feel like going outside because it was raining, so just did some biking in my room. And I'm trying to drink my gallon of water a day, so bringing back this giant water bottle. Somehow it helps. I have a water reminder on my phone to drink it, but somehow I always ignore the notification. But this giant bottle with the timestamp helps. When I'm working, I glance over and keeps me hydrated. It's something a lot of people are not used to, but you should be drinking a lot more water than you currently are today. But for the most part, aim for at least a gallon, and it does take a lot of time and effort. Had some questions about connection speed on the OnePlus 10T. I ran a speed test on my Wi-Fi. I'm getting about 360 megabytes per second, which is pretty solid. And for 5G, I'm getting 254. I experienced similar results on other phones as well, so nothing too concerned there. Although one thing I did notice with the OnePlus 10T over the last few days when I was listening to audio music or even YouTube, occasionally it would just pause. I'm not sure what the issue is there, but it's something I'll keep an eye on. It's really hard to replicate. I'm wondering if it's like a buffering issue or I'm just using too much bandwidth in my house uploading photos and videos at the same time or something. But it happened enough times for me to notice. I didn't experience this issue with the Pixel 7 series, so I'll keep an eye out on that to see if it's a reoccurring issue. In the evening, drove to my mom's house for dinner. Check my battery life. At close to 6 o'clock, we are at 5%. So you go in the battery settings. This gives me about 10 hours of battery life, apparently half an hour of battery left. I believe that. So let's say 6:30 p.m. time of death, 10 hours and 35 minutes of battery life today. Screen on time, I don't know, we'll give it 5 hours and 10 minutes. So another solid day with this phone, GPS navigation, occasional gaming here and there, and always getting me anywhere from 10 to 11 hours of battery life. Today I did a good amount of Pokemon Go township game, so definitely use a lot of screen on time. And this is still pretty good overall battery, close to 11 hours. When I was gaming on the regular Pixel 7 and using the phone more often, I usually get about 7 to 8 hours of battery life, and this is pretty good given my usage today. Well, there you have it guys, this wraps up day 8 in the life of the OnePlus 10T. Let me know if you have any questions. Please check out my last video with the comparison between the Pixel 7 and the OnePlus 10T if you haven't already. Actually, some people have been asking me why I'm using the OnePlus 10T. And I do want to cover this phone just because I think it's a really good value at $650, or you can get even less these days $550, $600, similar price to the Google Pixel 7. And just in general, you're getting a lot of raw power, just super fast charging speed. Hardware is amazing, minus the build design. And I like to focus on these phones because I think they often get forgotten and don't get the attention that they deserve. And for this price range, there's a lot to like, so I do want to cover it in detail, and I have a lot of fun using it. I know the camera is terrible, but just in general, if I need to go anywhere, like the fast charging has been unbelievable. Even if my phone is at like 5%, I can just plug it in quickly, go use the bathroom or something, come back, and all of a sudden is at 50%. So I don't even need to think about battery life on this phone. I know the OnePlus 11 is already coming out in China, and next month the 11 is going to come out in the US. We'll see how the timeline works between that and the Galaxy S23. Whatever's available first, I will select that phone. But it's been a fun experience so far. I love these mid-range phone with a bunch of power and value and spec. So that's why I'm going to be covering the OnePlus 10 a little bit further. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.